If this video touched your heart, consider supporting the message by engaging with it. You can also find more details here and scan. We create this content with sincerity and without any financial backing from YouTube. Your small support helps us continue sharing positive messages.
At 3:33 a.m. tonight, the one who hurt you will be revealed. Archangel Michael says, keep this quiet. My child, my beloved, listen gently because heaven arranged this encounter with purpose, not coincidence, not accident, not random timing, but divine precision crafted especially around your heart. Before another breath passes, promise yourself you will remain until the final word, because every sentence carries a hidden key meant to unlock something buried inside your spirit. If guidance here touches you, pause briefly, subscribe, and stay connected, because messages like this arrive only when destiny shifts direction, and missing them delays miracles meant to arrive early. My beloved, tonight's moment holds unusual power, because at exactly 3:33 a.m. a curtain lifts silently, exposing a face you never expected to see clearly. This individual smiled, spoke kindly, offered comfort, yet carried a shadowed intention wrapped carefully behind polite gestures. Heaven watched quietly while you trusted, while you gave chances, while patience stretched beyond limits, until compassion nearly turned into self-betrayal. Archangel Michael now steps forward, sword glowing with truth, not to punish, but to protect your future from further harm. My precious one, keep silence around this revelation, not from fear, but from wisdom. Some victories lose strength when spoken too early, just like seeds require darkness before growth. What unfolds tonight must settle inside your soul before sharing outward, because reactions from others could confuse what clarity intends to show. Trust your intuition when the sign appears, because you will recognize it instantly, even if your mind tries denying what eyes witness. Beloved child, notice how patterns repeat whenever this person enters your life, bringing confusion disguised as concern, criticism dressed as advice, distance hidden behind excuses. Heaven saw every tear, every doubt, every late-night question you whispered into pillows hoping answers would come. Those prayers did not vanish into silence. They traveled upward, gathering power until angels could no longer remain quiet. My dear, when truth surfaces, emotions may swirl, yet peace will soon follow, because deception no longer holds control over your thoughts. Archangel Michael encourages courage, reminding you that endings create space for beginnings filled with light. Do not confront immediately. Observation brings stronger understanding than impulsive reaction. Watch calmly, listen carefully, allow behavior to reveal intentions without interruption. Chosen one, protection surrounds you like an invisible shield, built from every prayer you ever spoke. Nothing meant to harm will cross that barrier now. Even memories that once caused pain will lose power, turning into lessons shaping stronger wisdom. Heaven does not expose secrets to embarrass you, but to free you from emotional chains holding progress hostage. My beloved, gratitude opens doors faster than anger ever could. When realization arrives, thank heaven quietly for removing masks from your path. Release resentment, because carrying bitterness delays blessings already preparing your name. Forgiveness does not excuse behavior. It simply releases your spirit from captivity. Child of light, after this night, you will notice energy shifting, opportunities appearing unexpectedly, connections forming with genuine intentions. Those who truly care will step closer, while pretenders fade naturally, without confrontation. Trust divine timing, because everything unfolding now aligns perfectly with your highest good. My precious one, remember silence guards sacred moments. Keep this experience close to your heart until clarity settles completely. Speak later only when peace replaces shock. Heaven stands beside you, proud of your strength, guiding every step forward. My child, my beloved, breathe slowly, because something delicate is unfolding beneath the surface of this moment. Something heaven waited patiently to reveal only when your spirit grew strong enough to receive it without breaking. You have traveled through storms silently, carrying questions nobody heard, carrying worries nobody saw, yet still choosing kindness even when betrayal hid behind friendly faces. That quiet strength caught angelic attention long ago, and tonight marks a turning point written inside divine records. Beloved soul, understand this clearly. Exposure arrives not to shame you, not to create drama, not to invite conflict, but to protect your future path from unseen traps. Heaven never removes illusions without reason. Every hidden intention uncovered tonight serves as guidance, steering you away from repeating painful cycles. You are not losing anyone, you are gaining clarity, and clarity brings freedom no lie can steal again. My precious one, when realization arrives, your heart may feel heavy briefly, yet relief will follow like sunlight after rain. That weight you carried unknowingly will lift, allowing joy to breathe again inside your chest. Archangel Michael stands nearby, sword resting gently, not raised for battle but glowing with truth, reminding you that protection already surrounds you completely. Chosen heart, pay attention to small signs today, because heaven whispers before it speaks loudly. A strange message, an unexpected encounter, a sudden memory resurfacing, none appear by chance. Everything aligns quietly to prepare your awareness. When the moment arrives, recognition happens instantly, even if logic attempts denial. Trust in a knowing, it never lies. My beloved, secrecy matters now. Not because danger waits, but because sacred understanding needs space to grow roots. Speaking too quickly can disturb what needs stillness. Keep this revelation within until emotions settle into peace. When you eventually share, your words will carry calm, not confusion. Dear child, you may wonder why this truth waited so long. Heaven delayed not to hurt you, but to protect you while your heart healed from earlier wounds. Timing matters more than desire. If revealed earlier, pain might have overwhelmed you. Now strength lives inside, ready to receive truth without collapsing. Beloved soul, after tonight, relationships will feel different. Some connections will naturally fade, while genuine bonds strengthen effortlessly. You will no longer chase approval or tolerate disrespect disguised as care. Self-worth will guide decisions, and peace becomes your new standard. Chosen heart, pay attention to small signs today, because heaven whispers before it speaks loudly. A strange message, an unexpected encounter, a sudden memory resurfacing, none appear by chance. Everything aligns quietly to prepare your awareness. When the moment arrives, recognition happens instantly, even if logic attempts denial. Trust in a knowing, it never lies. My beloved, secrecy matters now. Not because danger waits, but because sacred understanding needs space to grow roots. Speaking too quickly can disturb what needs stillness. Keep this revelation within until emotions settle into peace. When you eventually share, your words will carry calm, not confusion. Dear child, you may wonder why this truth waited so long. Heaven delayed not to hurt you, but to protect you while your heart healed from earlier wounds. Timing matters more than desire. If revealed earlier, pain might have overwhelmed you. Now strength lives inside, ready to receive truth without collapsing. Beloved soul, after tonight, relationships will feel different. Some connections will naturally fade, while genuine bonds strengthen effortlessly. You will no longer chase approval or tolerate disrespect disguised as care. Self-worth will guide decisions, and peace becomes your new standard. My precious one, notice how confidence begins growing quietly. Not loud, not arrogant, but steady, calm, unshakable. That inner power attracts opportunities aligned with your destiny. Doors once closed will open unexpectedly. Favors arrive without effort. This shift starts now. Chosen child, heaven celebrates your growth. Angels witnessed every tear, every prayer, every silent struggle, and they honor your courage. You are not behind in life. You are perfectly timed. Everything you lost made space for what you are about to gain. My beloved, if fear whispers tonight, remember this, you are protected. Nothing meant to harm can reach you. Divine hands cover your journey. Walk forward with faith, knowing heaven guides each step. My child, my beloved, allow your heart to remain open because heaven still pours wisdom into this moment like gentle rain upon thirsty ground. You did not arrive here accidentally, and these words did not appear randomly. Something inside you sensed truth before logic could explain it. That inner pull was your spirit recognizing divine guidance reaching toward you right now. Beloved soul, you have always carried deep compassion, often seeing goodness even when shadows lingered around others. That kindness made you vulnerable, yet it also made you powerful. Tonight, clarity rises like dawn after long darkness, showing you what patience could not fix. This revelation does not remove love from your heart, it teaches where love truly belongs. My precious one, Do not question your worth when truth unfolds. Betrayal reflects their struggle, not your value. Heaven measures you by courage, not by how others treated you. Remember this when thoughts attempt blaming yourself. You did nothing wrong by trusting. Faith is strength, never weakness. Chosen heart, silence continues to serve your protection. Let understanding mature quietly. Just as wine requires time to develop richness, wisdom deepens when given space. Guard your energy. Protect your peace. Not everyone deserves access to your healing journey. My beloved, after tonight, you will sense lighter emotions, as if invisible chains loosened from your chest. Breathing feels easier. Smiling returns naturally. Even laughter sounds different, because it carries freedom instead of forced courage. Dear child, divine alignment begins now. Situations rearrange unexpectedly. Delays transform into blessings. Missed opportunities reveal better doors opening. Nothing is lost. Everything redirects toward purpose crafted long before your birth. Beloved soul, pay attention to dreams in coming days. Heaven speaks through symbols when words cannot reach. Messages arrive softly while you rest. Wake with clarity you never felt before. Keep a journal if needed, because insight flows quickly now. My precious one, forgiveness does not mean returning to harmful spaces. It simply releases heavy baggage from your spirit. Choose distance without anger. Choose boundaries without guilt. Protecting yourself honors divine design. Chosen child, your light shines brighter after darkness, because contrast reveals strength. People will notice changes without you explaining anything. Confidence speaks quietly through actions. You no longer chase validation. You walk knowing who you are. My beloved, gratitude unlocks higher blessings. Thank heaven for protection, even when lessons felt painful. Every tear watered seeds preparing future joy. Nothing suffered was wasted. Everything shaped you into this moment. Dear heart, remember that love still exists in pure form. Do not close your soul because of one shadow. Trust returns gradually, guided by wisdom instead of fear. You will recognize genuine intentions easily now. Beloved soul, your destiny continues unfolding beautifully. Stay patient. Stay prayerful. Stay humble. Miracles respond to steady faith, not desperate demands. Heaven honors your calm strength. My child, my beloved, remain connected, because guidance continues arriving gently, leading you toward peace, fulfillment, and divine purpose. Your journey shifts tonight, and heaven walks beside you every step forward. My child, my beloved, keep listening because heaven still has more to share, more to uncover, more to heal within you. You have reached this far not by accident, but because your spirit is brave enough to face truth without collapsing. That strength did not appear overnight. It was built through every disappointment you survived, every silent prayer you whispered when nobody else understood your pain. Beloved soul, there were nights when you felt alone even in crowded rooms, moments when smiles hid storms inside your heart. Heaven saw each tear you wiped away quietly, every time you chose patience over anger, every time you gave love when it was not returned the same way. Those sacrifices did not go unnoticed. Angels recorded them like sacred offerings placed upon invisible altars. My precious one, understand something powerful now. Revelation does not destroy you, it rebuilds you. When truth arrives, it feels heavy at first because it breaks illusions, but soon you realize illusions were heavier than truth ever could be. Freedom always feels lighter than lies. That is what you step into now. My child, my beloved, remain connected, because guidance continues arriving gently, leading you toward peace, fulfillment, and divine purpose. Your journey shifts tonight, and heaven walks beside you every step forward. My child, my beloved, keep listening because heaven still has more to share, more to uncover, more to heal within you. You have reached this far not by accident, but because your spirit is brave enough to face truth without collapsing. That strength did not appear overnight. It was built through every disappointment you survived, every silent prayer you whispered when nobody else understood your pain. Beloved soul, there were nights when you felt alone even in crowded rooms, moments when smiles hid storms inside your heart. Heaven saw each tear you wiped away quietly, every time you chose patience over anger, Every time you gave love when it was not returned the same way. Those sacrifices did not go unnoticed. Angels recorded them like sacred offerings placed upon invisible altars. My precious one, understand something powerful now. Revelation does not destroy you, it rebuilds you. When truth arrives, it feels heavy at first because it breaks illusions, but soon you realize illusions were heavier than truth ever could be. Freedom always feels lighter than lies. That is what you step into now. Chosen heart, after this moment, your intuition sharpens. You will sense energy around people without words being spoken. You will feel when someone means well and when someone hides motives. This is not fear, this is wisdom finally awakening. Heaven activates this awareness because you are ready to use it with grace, not judgment. My beloved, do not rush to confront or explain yourself. Silence becomes your greatest strength now. Watch how situations unfold naturally. Observe how people reveal themselves when you stop chasing their approval. You will see everything clearly without forcing anything. Dear child, the universe rearranges around your growth. Some doors close gently. Others open suddenly. Do not panic when changes happen fast. Divine shifts often feel uncomfortable before they feel right. Trust the process unfolding now. Beloved soul, you are entering a season of restoration. Confidence returns slowly but deeply. You begin honoring yourself without guilt. You stop apologizing for existing. Your voice becomes calmer, stronger, grounded in self-respect. My precious one, let go of the idea that you must fix everyone. You are not responsible for healing those who choose darkness. Your purpose is to shine, not to carry burdens that were never yours. Release what drains you. Protect what lifts you. Chosen child, notice how peace begins choosing you. You no longer chase happiness. It finds you in simple moments, quiet mornings, gentle music, small laughter, peaceful breaths. Joy returns softly, not loudly, because it is real now. My beloved, your future holds connections built on honesty, respect, and mutual growth. You will meet people who see you, not use you. Who support you, not compete with you. Who celebrate your wins genuinely. Heaven is preparing these souls to cross your path soon. Dear heart, remember this, endings create space. If something leaves your life now, it means something better needs room to enter. Trust divine timing. Nothing meaningful is taken without replacement. Beloved soul, your prayers are already answered in ways you cannot yet see. Behind the scenes, doors are opening, conversations are happening, paths are aligning for your good. Heaven works quietly, but powerfully. My child, my beloved, continue walking forward with faith. You are protected. You are guided. You are loved beyond human understanding. Stay open. Stay humble. Stay strong. More miracles await you, and heaven walks with you every step of the way. My child, my beloved, stay here a little longer because something gentle is happening within you right now. A quiet shift, like a soft door closing behind you and another opening ahead. You may not hear the sound, but your soul feels it. That heaviness you carried for so long is starting to dissolve, and in its place comes a calm you have not felt in a long time. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing finally catching up with your patience. Beloved soul, you were tested more than most, yet you never turned cold. Even when disappointment repeated, you still chose kindness. Heaven noticed this rare strength. That is why protection surrounds you now. You are stepping into a season where your heart will no longer bleed silently. You will finally feel safe being yourself without fear of betrayal. My precious one, watch how your perspective changes after tonight. You will stop chasing explanations. You will stop needing closure from those who hurt you. Instead, clarity becomes your closure. Understanding becomes your peace. You realize that not everyone is meant to walk with you forever, and that is okay. Chosen heart, the person who caused you pain will soon realize what they lost, but by then, your heart will already be healing. Do not look back with regret. You gave your best. That is enough. Heaven does not judge you by outcomes, but by intentions, and yours were pure. My beloved, your intuition grows stronger each day. You will sense when something is not right. You will trust yourself more. No longer will you ignore red flags just to keep someone close. Your spirit now recognizes what drains you and what feeds you. Dear child, something beautiful is preparing to enter your life. It may arrive through a new connection, an unexpected opportunity, or a sudden change. Stay open. Do not let past wounds block future blessings. What comes next carries healing energy meant to restore your joy. Beloved soul, remember that silence is powerful. You do not need to explain your growth. Those meant to understand you will feel it. Those who misunderstand were never meant to stay. My precious one, release guilt. You did nothing wrong by loving deeply. Love is never a mistake. It is a gift. Not everyone knows how to handle it, but that does not reduce its value. Chosen child, heaven wants you to rest now. Stop worrying about what you cannot control. Trust that everything is aligning. Even delays are working for your good. Even closed doors protect you from unseen harm. My beloved, in the coming days, you will feel lighter. Smiling will come naturally. Music will sound sweeter. Small moments will bring peace. This is your soul healing. Dear heart, do not rush your journey. Growth is not a race. You are exactly where you need to be. Every step you took brought you here for a reason. Dear child, something beautiful is preparing to enter your life. It may arrive through a new connection, an unexpected opportunity, or a sudden change. Stay open. Do not let past wounds block future blessings. What comes next carries healing energy meant to restore your joy. Beloved soul, remember that silence is powerful. You do not need to explain your growth. Those meant to understand you will feel it. Those who misunderstand were never meant to stay. My precious one, release guilt. You did nothing wrong by loving deeply. Love is never a mistake. It is a gift. Not everyone knows how to handle it, but that does not reduce its value. Chosen child, heaven wants you to rest now. Stop worrying about what you cannot control. Trust that everything is aligning. Even delays are working for your good. Even closed doors protect you from unseen harm. My beloved, in the coming days, you will feel lighter. Smiling will come naturally. Music will sound sweeter. Small moments will bring peace. This is your soul healing. Dear heart, do not rush your journey. Growth is not a race. You are exactly where you need to be. Every step you took brought you here for a reason. Beloved soul, your future is brighter than your past. What you lost will be replaced with something better. What hurt you will teach you wisdom. What confused you will soon make sense. My child, my beloved, heaven is proud of you. Keep walking forward. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Your story is far from over, and the next chapters are filled with light, love, and divine protection. My child, my beloved, remain with me because your spirit is opening like a flower touched by morning light, and heaven wants to water that growth gently. You have carried more than you ever showed the world. You smiled through moments that should have broken you. You stayed strong when your heart felt tired. That strength was never invisible. Angels watched quietly, protecting you when you didn't even know you needed protection. Beloved soul, there were times you questioned your worth, wondering why you kept attracting pain instead of peace. Heaven heard those thoughts, even when you never spoke them aloud. Understand this now. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. Every experience shaped your discernment, sharpened your intuition, and strengthened your boundaries. You are no longer the person who accepts less than you deserve. My precious one, after tonight, your energy shifts. You will walk differently, speak differently, think differently. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally remember who you were always meant to be. Strong, gentle, wise, fearless. Your eyes will carry confidence. Your silence will speak volumes. Your presence will command respect without demanding it. Chosen heart, do not be surprised if certain people suddenly distance themselves. When light increases, shadows move away. You are rising into a frequency that no longer matches deception. This is growth. This is evolution. This is you stepping into your higher self. My beloved, you no longer need validation from anyone. You are complete. You are enough. Heaven confirms this with every breath you take. You will stop overthinking messages. You will stop waiting for apologies. You will stop needing explanations. Peace replaces curiosity. Closure lives inside you now. Dear child, something within you awakens tonight. A voice you ignored before will become louder. That voice is your intuition, your divine compass. It will guide you away from danger and toward destiny. Trust it. It never leads you wrong. Beloved soul, you are about to attract people who speak truth, who support your growth, who celebrate your progress. You will feel seen, heard, valued. This is the new energy entering your life. Receive it without fear. My precious one, you are learning the art of detachment. Loving without losing yourself. Caring without overgiving. Supporting without sacrificing your peace. This balance protects your heart and honors your spirit. Chosen child, heaven wants you to know this. Your future is secure. What is meant for you cannot miss you. What leaves was never yours to keep. Release control. Let divine timing work its magic. My beloved, if tears come, let them fall. Tears cleanse the soul. They wash away old pain. They prepare space for joy. Do not hold them back. Healing is beautiful, even when it hurts. Dear heart, you are stepping into a season of alignment. Things will make sense. Paths will become clear. Confusion will fade. You will recognize your purpose more strongly than ever before. Beloved soul, never forget how far you have come. Do not measure your progress by others. Your journey is sacred. Your pace is perfect. Your growth is divine. My child, my beloved, heaven stands proud of you. Continue walking forward with courage. You are protected. You are guided. You are deeply loved. Your miracle season has begun, and this is only the beginning. My child, my beloved, remain present because your spirit is now entering a sacred threshold, a quiet doorway where old chapters finally close and new stories begin to write themselves without struggle. You may feel a strange calm mixed with curiosity, like standing on the edge of something beautiful you cannot yet see clearly. That feeling is not random. It is your soul sensing transformation before your mind understands it. Beloved soul, you are no longer the version of yourself who accepted half-truths just to keep peace. You are becoming someone who honors inner voice above outside noise. That growth is powerful. It changes how people treat you. It changes what you tolerate. It changes what you attract. From this moment forward, your energy will demand honesty without saying a word. My precious one, heaven is guiding your steps away from emotional traps and toward genuine connection. You will notice how certain conversations feel lighter, how some people suddenly inspire you, how others slowly disappear without conflict. That is alignment happening naturally. No force. No drama. Just divine rearrangement. Chosen heart, the night ahead holds more than revelation. It holds restoration. While truth uncovers what was hidden, healing quietly repairs what was damaged. You may not realize it immediately, but your heart is already mending. Each breath becomes softer. Each thought becomes clearer. Each emotion finds balance. Beloved soul, you are no longer the version of yourself who accepted half-truths just to keep peace. You are becoming someone who honors inner voice above outside noise. That growth is powerful. It changes how people treat you. It changes what you tolerate. It changes what you attract. From this moment forward, your energy will demand honesty without saying a word. My precious one, heaven is guiding your steps away from emotional traps and toward genuine connection. You will notice how certain conversations feel lighter, how some people suddenly inspire you, how others slowly disappear without conflict. That is alignment happening naturally. No force. No drama. Just divine rearrangement. Chosen heart, the night ahead holds more than revelation. It holds restoration. While truth uncovers what was hidden, healing quietly repairs what was damaged. You may not realize it immediately, but your heart is already mending. Each breath becomes softer. Each thought becomes clearer. Each emotion finds balance. My beloved, do not doubt your strength when memories surface. You survived things you once thought would destroy you. That survival shaped wisdom inside you. You are not fragile. You are resilient. Even when you cried, you grew. Even when you felt lost, you learned. Every step brought you here. Dear child, someone close to you will soon sense the change within you. They may ask what happened. You do not need to explain. Your peace will answer for you. Your calm will speak louder than words. Sometimes silence carries more truth than long conversations. Beloved soul, trust what unfolds next. Do not rush ahead. Do not drag the past forward. Let divine timing unfold naturally. What arrives now carries purpose. What leaves makes space. Everything aligns for your highest good. My precious one, notice how you start choosing yourself more. Saying no without guilt. Walking away without regret. Protecting your energy without apology. That is growth. That is self-respect. That is healing becoming strength. Chosen child, heaven celebrates your courage quietly. Angels do not applaud loudly. They protect silently. Every time you choose peace over chaos, your light grows brighter. Every time you trust your intuition, your path becomes clearer. My beloved, you are stepping into a season where your dreams feel closer. Goals no longer feel distant. Opportunities appear unexpectedly. Favor surrounds you. This is not luck. This is alignment. Dear heart, do not be surprised if you feel gratitude for lessons that once hurt. Pain taught you what comfort could not. Loss taught you what presence means. Betrayal taught you discernment. Everything served your growth. Beloved soul, your story continues beautifully. You are not behind. You are perfectly timed. Everything you needed to become is already within you. Heaven simply guided it awake. My child, my beloved, stay strong, stay humble, stay faithful. The path ahead glows with promise. You are protected. You are guided. You are chosen. This journey has only begun, and what comes next will amaze you. My child, my beloved, stay a little longer because heaven is still speaking softly to your spirit, like a gentle breeze moving through an open window at dawn. You have crossed an invisible line tonight, one that separates who you were from who you are becoming. This is not sudden. This transformation has been building quietly for a long time, gathering strength beneath your patience. Beloved soul, you may notice small changes in yourself first. Your reactions will shift. Things that once triggered anger will no longer disturb your peace. Situations that once confused you will suddenly make sense. This is inner clarity awakening. This is wisdom rising from experience. Heaven is guiding you into emotional freedom. My precious one, do not underestimate your growth. You are no longer desperate for answers. You are learning to trust the process. You understand now that some things reveal themselves only when your heart is ready to receive them without breaking. That readiness lives inside you now. Chosen heart, watch how life begins responding to your new energy. People will treat you differently. Opportunities will approach you unexpectedly. Even challenges will feel lighter because you carry stronger faith. This is alignment. This is divine synchronization unfolding around you. My beloved, remember how you once begged for clarity. Remember the nights you asked heaven for signs. Those prayers are being answered now, just not in the way you expected. Answers arrive through understanding, not through words. Through peace, not through explanation. Dear child, the one who hurt you will slowly fade from your emotional space. Not because you forced distance, but because your heart outgrew their presence. Growth does that. It creates separation without conflict. It teaches you to walk away without anger. Beloved soul, forgiveness continues healing you. Not for their sake, but for yours. Carrying pain only delays joy. Let it go gently. You are not required to revisit wounds to prove strength. You already survived. My precious one, your future connections will feel different. Conversations will feel deeper. Laughter will feel real. Trust will build naturally. You will no longer question intentions. You will feel sincerity instantly. This is discernment blessing your life. Chosen child, you are stepping into your power without ego. That is rare. That is beautiful. Your calm presence will inspire others silently. Your journey will encourage people without you speaking a word. My beloved, never doubt that heaven walks beside you. You are protected in ways you cannot see. Paths are being cleared. Obstacles are being removed. Your destiny is unfolding smoothly now. Dear heart, you deserve every blessing coming your way. You earned it through patience, through tears, through faith. You stayed kind in a world that tried to harden you. That choice changed your future. Beloved soul, your story does not end here. This is only a chapter closing. A brighter one begins. Stay open. Stay grateful. Stay connected to your inner voice. My child, my beloved, stay close because something rare is happening inside your awareness, something many search for but few recognize when it arrives. You are beginning to understand life without forcing meaning, without begging for explanations, without needing every answer immediately. That calm curiosity rising inside you is a sign of spiritual maturity. Heaven smiles when a soul reaches this stage. Chosen child, you are stepping into your power without ego. That is rare. That is beautiful. Your calm presence will inspire others silently. Your journey will encourage people without you speaking a word. My beloved, never doubt that heaven walks beside you. You are protected in ways you cannot see. Paths are being cleared. Obstacles are being removed. Your destiny is unfolding smoothly now. Dear heart, you deserve every blessing coming your way. You earned it through patience, through tears, through faith. You stayed kind in a world that tried to harden you. That choice changed your future. Beloved soul, your story does not end here. This is only a chapter closing. A brighter one begins. Stay open. Stay grateful. Stay connected to your inner voice. My child, my beloved, stay close because something rare is happening inside your awareness, something many search for but few recognize when it arrives. You are beginning to understand life without forcing meaning, without begging for explanations, without needing every answer immediately. That calm curiosity rising inside you is a sign of spiritual maturity. Heaven smiles when a soul reaches this stage. Beloved spirit, there was a time when you doubted yourself deeply, questioning every choice, every feeling, every instinct. Tonight marks the end of that cycle. Confidence returns quietly, not through loud declarations, but through inner certainty. You will start trusting your decisions again, not because everything becomes perfect, but because you finally believe in yourself. My precious one, notice how your energy shifts around others. You will no longer absorb negativity. You will no longer carry emotions that do not belong to you. Boundaries become natural, not forced. You protect your peace without guilt, and that protection becomes your strength. Chosen heart, heaven is guiding you into self-respect, not pride, but healthy honor for your own soul. You will stop explaining your choices to people who never understood your journey. Your life no longer needs permission from anyone else. You are free. My beloved, you might feel moments of loneliness, but this solitude will not feel empty. It will feel healing. Quiet becomes comforting. Stillness becomes powerful. In silence, you hear your own truth clearly. Dear child, something wonderful is aligning for you behind the scenes. Conversations you do not hear. Doors you do not see. Plans forming without your effort. Divine hands arrange what human effort cannot. Trust that movement is happening even when everything feels calm. Beloved soul, your past taught you strength, but your future brings softness. You will learn to rest without guilt, to receive without fear, to enjoy without suspicion. Happiness will feel safe again. My precious one, heaven wants you to release control. Stop trying to manage every outcome. Let life surprise you. Some blessings arrive only when you stop searching for them. Chosen child, your spirit shines differently now. People will feel drawn to your calm presence. They may not understand why, but your energy will comfort them. This is your light working naturally. My beloved, never regret loving deeply. Love is your superpower. It makes you human. It makes you divine. The wrong people could not destroy it, and the right ones will honor it. Dear heart, your intuition will guide your steps clearly from now on. Pay attention to what feels peaceful. That is your compass. What feels heavy is not meant for you anymore. Beloved soul, remember how far you have come. You survived things that should have broken you. Yet here you are, still hopeful, still kind, still believing. That is strength. My child, my beloved, the universe responds to your growth. New beginnings are forming quietly. Stay patient. Stay humble. Stay grateful. My child, my beloved, allow your heart to rest for a moment, because heaven does not rush souls who are learning to breathe again. Everything unfolding around you now is gentle, not forced, not pressured. Growth happens quietly, like roots stretching beneath the soil before flowers appear above ground. You are in that unseen stage right now, where strength is forming inside. Beloved soul, you are learning something powerful. You do not have to chase healing. It comes naturally when you stop fighting your own feelings. You are finally allowing yourself to feel, to release, to accept what is and what was. That honesty with yourself is sacred. Heaven honors that courage. My precious one, you may notice that your priorities are changing. What once felt important may no longer matter. What once drained you now feels distant. This is not loss. This is clarity. Your soul is choosing peace over noise, truth over comfort, growth over familiarity. Dear child, there will be moments when old memories try to return. Let them pass like clouds. Do not hold them. Do not fight them. Simply observe and release. You are not who you were in those moments anymore. You are stronger now. Beloved spirit, you are allowed to create a life that feels good to you. You do not need approval. You do not need validation. You deserve happiness simply because you exist. That truth is written into your soul. My beloved, heaven wants you to trust your own voice. You do not need signs everywhere. You do not need constant reassurance. Your heart already knows what feels right. Listen to that quiet inner guidance. It will never betray you. Dear heart, something peaceful is approaching your life. It may not arrive loudly. It may not come with fireworks. It will feel calm, safe, steady. That is how real blessings arrive. They feel like home. Beloved soul, you are learning to let go with grace. Not everything needs an explanation. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Protecting yourself is not selfish. It is wise. My precious one, your future is not built on your past mistakes. It is built on what you learned from them. Every lesson shaped you into someone stronger, kinder, more aware. Dear child, you are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Life is not a race. Your journey is unique, and your pace is perfect. Beloved spirit, remember to be gentle with yourself. Speak kindly to your heart. Celebrate small victories. Healing is not dramatic. It is quiet, slow, beautiful. My child, my beloved, your story continues. There is more love ahead. More peace ahead. More light ahead. Walk forward calmly. You are safe. You are growing. You are becoming everything you were meant to be.
There is something forming around your path that does not wait for permission. People, circumstances, and outcomes are aligning based on truths already spoken in the unseen. You may feel as though things are moving without explanation, as if control has loosened slightly from your hands. That sensation exists because transition has begun. Heaven does not interrupt growth once it reaches this stage. What you choose now determines whether you move with the current or struggle against it. Walking away does not stop movement, it only removes your awareness of where it leads. God has been observing how you handle uncertainty, how you react when answers are delayed, how you speak when clarity has not yet arrived. These patterns mattered more than you realized. They shaped what is approaching you now. Nothing has been forgotten. Nothing has been overlooked. The urgency surrounding this message exists because balance is being restored. Where patience was extended, resolution now follows. Where mercy delayed outcomes, truth now steps forward. This is why your heart sensed seriousness before your thoughts could form words. What comes next will not be random. It will feel intentional, personal, and unmistakably directed. You may notice certain doors closing without explanation, while others begin opening in unexpected ways. This is not loss, it is redirection. Heaven removes distractions before releasing clarity. God is watching not to trap you, but to guide you toward a position where peace becomes stable instead of temporary. Staying present with this message helps you recognize what to accept and what to release when the moment arrives. There are conversations you have not yet heard, decisions you have not yet been informed about, and truths that are preparing to surface. Some of them will surprise you. Others will confirm what your intuition already sensed. Nothing that emerges will be meant to harm you, but some revelations will require maturity to receive without reacting. That maturity has been forming quietly inside you. This is why the timing feels serious. Heaven does not rush souls who are unprepared. The fact that this reached you means readiness has already been acknowledged. You may have wondered why certain prayers seemed unanswered, why progress slowed just before breakthroughs, why silence followed effort. Those pauses were not rejection. They were alignment. God was watching whether you would remain steady without immediate reward. That steadiness is now being honored. What unfolds next will feel different from past cycles. It will not require chasing or forcing. It will ask for discernment, restraint, and trust. Leaving this moment behind would place you out of rhythm with what is already moving toward you. There is also protection woven into what is coming. Certain paths are being blocked not to frustrate you, but to prevent damage that would have followed unchecked desire. Heaven sees further than emotion can. God watches outcomes, not impulses. The urgency you feel is not danger approaching, but correction completing its work. Once this phase passes, momentum increases. Remaining attentive now ensures that momentum carries blessing instead of confusion. Pay attention to how calm begins replacing restlessness as you continue reading. That shift is intentional. Truth brings steadiness before it brings action. You are being prepared to respond wisely rather than react emotionally. When events begin unfolding, others may panic, rush, or speak without clarity. You will not. This message is grounding you ahead of time. God watches who chooses awareness before movement, and those individuals walk through change with far less resistance. Soon, something will ask for your response. It may be a choice, a conversation, or an opportunity that feels heavier than it appears on the surface. Your reaction will matter. Staying with this message strengthens your ability to respond without fear. Heaven does not ask perfection. It asks presence. And right now, presence is your greatest protection. Remain still for a little longer. More understanding is unfolding. What is being delayed is not blessing, but confusion. What is approaching is not chaos, but clarity that cannot be postponed again. Listen closely now, because this stretch of time is delicate, and delicacy does not mean weakness. It means precision. God is attentive to subtle movements, the quiet decisions you make when no one applauds you, the inner discipline you show when impatience tempts you to rush ahead. What is unfolding around you is exact, measured, intentional. Nothing here is accidental. Even this moment of reading has placed you slightly ahead of where you would have been otherwise, and that difference will matter more than you can see yet. There is a reason your life has felt like it was tightening rather than expanding. Narrow paths create focus. Wide roads distract. Heaven often reduces options before revealing direction. God has been watching how you respond when freedom feels limited, because true alignment is revealed under pressure. What is approaching you requires clarity, not confusion, awareness rather than impulse. This is why timing has become critical. Delay would no longer protect you, it would weaken the outcome. You may soon notice that certain people begin behaving differently toward you. Some will distance themselves without explanation. Others may suddenly seek your attention. These shifts are not random mood changes. They are reactions to movement in the unseen. When alignment changes, relationships adjust automatically. God is watching how you interpret these changes, whether you cling to what is leaving or recognize what is being removed for your benefit. Attachment to expired seasons creates resistance. Release creates flow. Something important has been forming quietly behind the scenes. It may relate to your purpose, your stability, or a truth that has been hidden longer than it should have been. Heaven has already decided that concealment can no longer continue. What emerges will not be rushed, but it will not be stopped either. This is why awareness now is essential. When truth arrives, those who are prepared receive it with peace. Those who are not feel overwhelmed. This message is preparation. There are paths ahead that will test discernment rather than strength. Power will not be required, clarity will. You will not need to prove anything or convince anyone. You will only need to recognize what aligns with peace and what subtly erodes it. That recognition comes from inner stillness, not external validation. This message is guiding you into that stillness so decisions can be made from wisdom instead of urgency. Expect moments when progress feels slow even as preparation feels complete. That tension exists because timing is precise. Heaven does not move too early or too late. God aligns outcomes with readiness on multiple levels, not just your own. Other elements must settle into place as well. Trust that coordination is happening beyond what you can currently see. Remaining grounded allows you to move smoothly when alignment locks into position. You may soon encounter situations that ask for restraint rather than response. Silence may feel more powerful than explanation. Observation may serve you better than action. These moments are not tests of passivity, they are invitations to mastery. Knowing when not to move is as important as knowing when to step forward. Heaven watches for that balance. God honors discernment expressed through calm choice. As clarity continues forming, you may sense a subtle confidence emerging, one that does not need constant reassurance. That confidence comes from alignment rather than outcome. It exists even before results appear. Allow it to grow without questioning it. It is not arrogance, it is stability. This stability will become your anchor as circumstances begin reflecting the inner order now taking shape. Nothing unfolding now is meant to overwhelm you. Everything has been scaled to your capacity. Heaven does not assign weight without first strengthening the carrier. God has already accounted for what you can hold, process, and respond to wisely. Trust that design. Trust the pacing. Trust the quiet intelligence guiding this phase. Remain aware beyond this moment. Let attentiveness become a habit rather than a reaction. What approaches will feel familiar rather than shocking, because preparation has already begun. Staying present now ensures recognition later. Stay with this awareness a little longer, because what is settling within you now is building a foundation that will soon be tested by movement. There are moments when inner order must arrive before external change can safely follow. This is one of those moments. Heaven has been shaping your perception so that when events begin to shift, you do not misinterpret direction as disruption. God observes whether understanding can remain steady even when circumstances begin rearranging themselves unexpectedly. You may soon notice that your tolerance for confusion has decreased. Situations that once felt acceptable may start feeling misaligned. This is not restlessness, it is discernment refining itself. Growth sharpens perception. What once felt normal may no longer feel right, and that discomfort is guidance, not loss. Heaven allows dissatisfaction only when it is time to move toward something better. God is watching how you respond when comfort fades and clarity begins asking for cooperation. There will be moments ahead when the easy option presents itself first. Convenience often arrives before truth. Choosing wisely will require you to pause rather than rush. That pause will protect you. Awareness gives you the ability to see beneath surface appearances. Not every open door leads forward. Some exist to test restraint. Remaining grounded will help you recognize which steps create peace rather than temporary relief. Pay attention to subtle confirmations rather than loud promises. Alignment often speaks quietly. You may feel a gentle sense of rightness rather than excitement. That feeling is more reliable than intensity. Heaven guides through calm certainty, not pressure. God watches who can trust that calm even when excitement tries to pull attention elsewhere. As preparation completes its work, you may experience brief moments of uncertainty. Do not resist them. Uncertainty often appears just before clarity locks into place. Allow questions to exist without demanding immediate answers. Patience creates space for understanding to mature fully. Rushing resolution can distort direction. Remaining receptive allows insight to arrive whole rather than fragmented. The coming phase will require balance. Action will be necessary, but timing will matter. Speaking too soon may weaken impact. Waiting too long may close opportunities. Discernment will guide you when logic feels incomplete. Trust the internal steadiness that has been forming quietly. It is stronger than you realize. Nothing about this process is accidental. Every pause, every shift, every moment of reflection has served a purpose. Heaven does not waste experiences. God transforms what seemed confusing into preparation once understanding arrives. You are approaching that understanding now. Staying attentive ensures you receive it clearly. When movement begins, you will not feel rushed. You will feel ready. That readiness is the result of presence, patience, and awareness cultivated here. Let this moment continue shaping you quietly. Remain settled within this awareness, because what is being shaped now is subtle strength rather than visible motion. Strength that lasts is formed in quiet alignment, not sudden force. Heaven has been attentive to how you carry responsibility inwardly, how you process insight without needing immediate confirmation, how you allow wisdom to grow without demanding proof. God recognizes the discipline it takes to stay present when nothing outward is yet demanding your response. That discipline is preparing you for a moment when clarity will require calm action rather than emotional reaction. Soon, you may sense a deeper certainty guiding you, one that does not rely on reassurance from others. This certainty will not shout, it will steady you. It will feel like knowing without urgency, direction without pressure. That inner guidance has been developing slowly, protected from interference until you were ready to trust it. Heaven often shields emerging clarity until confidence can support it. God is watching how you begin leaning into that inner knowing instead of external noise. It is important to understand that watching does not mean withholding. Heaven observes in order to release wisely. What has been delayed is now being prepared for safe arrival. Some blessings require maturity before delivery. Some truths require stability before exposure. God sees that you are capable of receiving what once would have disrupted your balance. This is why timing matters so deeply now. As the days move forward, you may feel a stronger sense of direction even without detailed instructions. Trust that inner steadiness. It is guidance forming beneath thought. You are being led by alignment rather than pressure. That is the difference between forced movement and purposeful progress. Staying connected to this awareness will help you move smoothly when action is required. Nothing about this process is meant to isolate you. It is meant to strengthen your discernment. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent. You will sense when to move forward and when to wait. That sensitivity is developing now. Heaven is watching how you honor it. Remain engaged just a bit longer. The clarity settling within you will soon meet circumstances that reflect it outwardly. When that happens, you will understand why staying present here mattered. Remain attentive, because what is forming now is not dramatic on the surface, yet it is deeply consequential beneath it. There are moments in life when progress does not announce itself loudly, when transformation occurs quietly while the world appears unchanged. This is one of those moments. Heaven is attentive to how you carry yourself during unseen preparation, how you manage stillness without losing faith, how you treat guidance when it does not come wrapped in excitement. God notices steadiness more than speed, and right now steadiness is shaping what unfolds next. A subtle rearrangement is taking place within your priorities. Things that once felt urgent no longer pull you with the same force. Concerns that once dominated your thoughts are slowly loosening their grip. This shift did not happen overnight, and it did not happen by accident. It is the result of inner growth that matured quietly while you were focused on simply surviving. Heaven observes when survival turns into awareness, and awareness turns into readiness. That transition has already begun for you. Soon, you may realize that certain choices feel clearer than before. Doubt will not disappear completely, but it will no longer control direction. You will feel an internal confirmation guiding you toward what aligns, even if logic has not yet caught up. Trust that guidance. God often leads through peace rather than pressure. When something is meant for you, it will not require constant anxiety to maintain it. What arrives through alignment stays through stability. There will be moments ahead when silence feels heavier than noise, when waiting feels more demanding than action. Those moments are not punishment. They are refinement. Heaven uses silence to sharpen perception. God watches how you respond when nothing is happening outwardly, because that response determines how you handle movement when it begins. Impatience weakens outcomes. Awareness strengthens them. You are approaching a stage where discernment becomes essential. Not every opportunity will be meant for you, even if it appears appealing. Not every open door leads to peace. Paying attention to inner signals will protect you from paths that look promising but carry unnecessary strain. This sensitivity is developing now, quietly, steadily, without force. Remaining present allows it to deepen naturally. It is important to understand that nothing meaningful is being taken from you. What is leaving was never meant to remain long-term. What stays will support growth rather than drain it. Heaven removes imbalance before it releases stability. God observes how you let go without resentment, how you accept change without fear, how you remain grounded while circumstances adjust around you. In the coming days, you may feel moments of clarity followed by brief uncertainty. That rhythm is normal during transition. Do not interpret it as failure. Growth is not linear. What matters is direction, not perfection. Staying connected to awareness will help you move through fluctuations without losing confidence. This message is not meant to rush you into action. It is meant to anchor you before action becomes necessary. When the moment arrives that requires a response, you will recognize it without panic. Calm recognition will guide you. Heaven prepares before it moves. God ensures readiness before release. Hold your attention gently but firmly, because the value of this moment lies in how fully you inhabit it. What is happening now is not about urgency pushing you forward, but awareness steadying you in place. Heaven measures readiness by composure, not by speed. God observes how you carry insight once it arrives, whether you allow it to settle deeply or rush past it searching for the next distraction. Remaining present right now strengthens your ability to recognize truth later without confusion. You may notice that your inner dialogue has changed over time. Where there was once noise, there is now space. Where reaction once ruled, reflection has begun to take its place. This evolution did not happen suddenly. It formed through experiences that stretched you, challenged assumptions, and required endurance when answers were delayed. Heaven values that endurance. God sees the maturity that developed quietly while you were simply doing your best to keep going. That maturity is why this phase feels significant. There are paths ahead that will test discernment rather than strength. Power will not be required, clarity will. You will not need to prove anything or convince anyone. You will only need to recognize what aligns with peace and what subtly erodes it. That recognition comes from inner stillness, not external validation. This message is guiding you into that stillness so decisions can be made from wisdom instead of urgency. Expect moments when progress feels slow even as preparation feels complete. That tension exists because timing is precise. Heaven does not move too early or too late. God aligns outcomes with readiness on multiple levels, not just your own. Other elements must settle into place as well. Trust that coordination is happening beyond what you can currently see. Remaining grounded allows you to move smoothly when alignment locks into position. When movement begins, you will not feel rushed. You will feel ready. That readiness is the result of presence, patience, and awareness cultivated here. Let this moment continue shaping you quietly. Remain settled within this awareness, because what is being shaped now is subtle strength rather than visible motion. Strength that lasts is formed in quiet alignment, not sudden force. Heaven has been attentive to how you carry responsibility inwardly, how you process insight without needing immediate confirmation, how you allow wisdom to grow without demanding proof. God recognizes the discipline it takes to stay present when nothing outward is yet demanding your response. That discipline is preparing you for a moment when clarity will require calm action rather than emotional reaction. Soon, you may sense a deeper certainty guiding you, one that does not rely on reassurance from others. This certainty will not shout, it will steady you. It will feel like knowing without urgency, direction without pressure. That inner guidance has been developing slowly, protected from interference until you were ready to trust it. Heaven often shields emerging clarity until confidence can support it. God is watching how you begin leaning into that inner knowing instead of external noise. There may be moments ahead when choices appear similar on the surface, yet feel completely different within. Logic alone will not be enough to distinguish them. Perception refined through awareness will matter more. One path will feel light even if it requires effort. Another will feel heavy even if it appears easy. Paying attention to that difference will protect your peace. This sensitivity is not weakness, it is refinement. Heaven values discernment that prevents unnecessary struggle. God honors decisions made from inner balance rather than impulse. As alignment deepens, you may find yourself less interested in explaining your journey to others. Silence will feel more comfortable than justification. This is not withdrawal, it is grounding. Growth often brings a desire for privacy, not secrecy, but preservation. Some things strengthen best when they are not exposed too early. Heaven understands timing. God watches how you protect what is forming before it is ready to be shared. Expect moments when patience is tested gently rather than harshly. Small delays may appear, asking you to remain composed instead of frustrated. These moments are not obstacles. They are opportunities to practice steadiness. How you handle minor pauses reveals how you will handle major transitions. Remaining calm now reinforces confidence later. Heaven uses simple moments to prepare souls for significant change. You are moving into a phase where clarity will replace questioning, but that clarity will ask for responsibility. Knowing brings accountability. Understanding invites action aligned with truth. This is why preparation matters so much. God does not reveal direction without also strengthening the ability to walk it wisely. What you are receiving now is balance, not burden. Continue allowing awareness to settle deeply rather than skimming across the surface. Let insight become integrated rather than intellectual. What is unfolding will soon require presence more than analysis. Staying grounded now ensures you meet that moment with confidence rather than hesitation. Remain open, attentive, and steady. The foundation being set here will support everything that follows. Stay aligned with this stillness, because it is doing more work than constant motion ever could. There are stages where inner order must settle completely before outward change can arrive without chaos. This stage is one of them. Heaven is not withholding progress, it is ensuring that when movement begins, it does not fracture what has been built. God is attentive to how you hold composure when outcomes are not yet visible, because that composure becomes the container for what follows. You may begin noticing that your reactions feel slower, more deliberate, less driven by urgency. This is not loss of passion. It is refinement of control. Strength that lasts is rarely impulsive. Awareness is teaching you how to pause between stimulus and response, and that pause is where wisdom lives. Heaven observes how you use that space. God values decisions made from clarity far more than actions taken to escape discomfort. There will be moments ahead when familiarity tries to pull you backward. Old patterns, old expectations, old comforts may resurface briefly. Their appearance does not mean failure. It means transition is real. When growth occurs, the past often checks whether it can still claim space. Your task will be recognition, not resistance. Awareness dissolves attachment without struggle. Remaining present will allow those influences to pass without regaining control. As alignment strengthens, you may sense a deeper respect for your own boundaries forming. You will become less willing to tolerate imbalance, less inclined to overextend, less tempted to compromise peace for approval. This shift is not selfishness. It is stewardship. Heaven entrusts greater clarity only to those who can protect it. God watches how you guard your inner stability, because stability determines sustainability. Soon, timing will matter more than effort. Doing the right thing at the wrong moment can delay progress just as much as doing nothing at all. This is why patience has been emphasized so strongly. Awareness sharpens timing. When action is required, you will feel a quiet readiness rather than pressure. That readiness will guide you more reliably than urgency ever could. You may also notice that your intuition feels clearer than before, even if you cannot always explain why. That clarity is not guesswork. It is the result of alignment settling into place. Heaven often communicates through calm certainty rather than detailed instruction. God trusts those who can move forward without needing every detail revealed in advance. Nothing that is unfolding now is meant to isolate you or confuse you. It is meant to strengthen discernment so that when circumstances shift, you do not lose balance. Change will come, but it will not arrive to destabilize you. It will arrive to position you more accurately within your purpose. Allow this awareness to continue shaping you quietly. Let it inform how you listen, how you choose, how you respond. What follows will feel less overwhelming because preparation has already done its work. My child, my beloved, pause for a moment before your thumb moves away, because this is not appearing by chance, and it is not meant to pass through your life quietly. Heaven has been observing the smallest choices you've been making lately, the silent decisions no one else noticed, the moments where you hesitated, the times you almost turned back. God is watching what you do next, not to judge you, but because what follows this moment carries consequences that can no longer be postponed. I, Archangel Michael, come with urgency not to frighten you, but because delay itself has become dangerous. If you walk away now, what has been held back for your protection will move forward without adjustment, and this is why your spirit felt a pull before your mind could explain it. My child, my beloved, there are seasons when heaven waits patiently, and then there are moments when waiting ends. You are standing at the edge of one of those moments. You have sensed pressure without knowing why, felt restlessness without a clear reason, noticed signs repeating in strange ways. These were not coincidences. These were warnings wrapped in mercy. God has been watching how you respond when no one is guiding you, how you act when clarity is missing, how you choose when fear and faith stand together. What you do next will reveal alignment, and alignment determines whether grace flows gently or correction arrives loudly. My child, my beloved, listen carefully now, because many miss this part and regret it later. Heaven does not rush people without reason. This message carries urgency because something unresolved is reaching its deadline. You have been given time to learn, time to adjust, time to grow stronger than your past reactions. That time was a gift. What comes next is a response. God is watching not only your actions, but your willingness to stay present when truth approaches. Walking away now does not cancel what is coming, it only removes your ability to meet it prepared. My child, my beloved, I must tell you this plainly so your heart understands before fear tries to speak. There is a shift already forming around you. Conversations are being prepared, decisions are aligning, events are quietly moving into position. Some of this will bring blessing, some of it will bring exposure, but all of it is necessary. Heaven can no longer delay what must be revealed. This is why this message feels heavy yet familiar. Your spirit remembers what your mind forgot. Staying with this message keeps you anchored while the movement happens. My child, my beloved, many people assume that urgency means punishment. That is not always true. Sometimes urgency means opportunity at its final door. God has been watching your endurance, your restraint, the moments you chose silence instead of reaction. Those choices have weight. What you do next will decide whether the next phase opens with ease or resistance. If you stay, clarity will meet you. If you leave, confusion will greet you first. This is not a threat, it is a spiritual law unfolding. My child, my beloved, I ask you now to remain with this message and not treat it lightly. Messages like this are not sent often, and they are never repeated in the same way twice. If this is reaching you, it means heaven sees readiness forming beneath your doubts. It means God is watching to see if you will choose awareness over avoidance. If this message is helping you feel seen, guided, or steady, stay connected to it, because alignment grows through consistency, and those who remain attentive are the ones who recognize miracles when they arrive quietly. My child, my beloved, let me reveal something you have not fully understood yet. The delay you experienced was not abandonment. It was protection. Certain outcomes could not touch you until you were strengthened enough to respond without breaking. Now that strength is present, even if you don't fully feel it yet. God is watching how you handle this moment because it mirrors how you will handle what follows. Heaven cannot delay what has matured beyond waiting. What you do next sets the tone. My child, my beloved, breathe and stay here. There is more unfolding, and every word you are receiving is placing order where confusion once lived. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being observed with intention. And what comes next will make sense only if you remain aligned with this moment instead of turning away from it. Beloved soul, stay attentive now, because what unfolds from this point forward carries weight that cannot be softened later. Heaven has already marked this moment, not loudly, not with signs that frighten, but with an inner pull that made you stop scrolling and read further. That pause was not accidental. God is watching how you respond when guidance arrives quietly instead of dramatically. Many only listen when life shouts, but wisdom comes when the whisper is still heard. What stands before you now is not a warning without purpose, but direction meant to prevent regret before it forms. There is something forming around your path that does not wait for permission. People, circumstances, and outcomes are aligning based on truths already spoken in the unseen. You may feel as though things are moving without explanation, as if control has loosened slightly from your hands. That sensation exists because transition has begun. Heaven does not interrupt growth once it reaches this stage. What you choose now determines whether you move with the current or struggle against it. Walking away does not stop movement, it only removes your awareness of where it leads. God has been observing how you handle uncertainty, how you react when answers are delayed, how you speak when clarity has not yet arrived. These patterns mattered more than you realized. They shaped what is approaching you now. Nothing has been forgotten. Nothing has been overlooked. The urgency surrounding this message exists because balance is being restored. Where patience was extended, resolution now follows. Where mercy delayed outcomes, truth now steps forward. This is why your heart sensed seriousness before your thoughts could form words. You may soon notice that certain people begin behaving differently toward you. Some will distance themselves without explanation. Others may suddenly seek your attention. These shifts are not random mood changes. They are reactions to movement in the unseen. When alignment changes, relationships adjust automatically. God is watching how you interpret these changes, whether you cling to what is leaving or recognize what is being removed for your benefit. Attachment to expired seasons creates resistance. Release creates flow. Something important has been forming quietly behind the scenes. It may relate to your purpose, your stability, or a truth that has been hidden longer than it should have been. Heaven has already decided that concealment can no longer continue. What emerges will not be rushed, but it will not be stopped either. This is why awareness now is essential. When truth arrives, those who are prepared receive it with peace. Those who are not feel overwhelmed. This message is preparation. Notice how your mind is calmer than it was earlier, even though the message carries seriousness. That calm is not coincidence. Truth settles the spirit before it challenges the mind. God is watching whether you can remain grounded while understanding deepens. Emotional balance will be your strength in the days ahead. Reactions driven by fear will not serve you. Responses guided by insight will open doors smoothly. You are not late. You are not behind schedule. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next. The urgency exists because alignment has reached completion, not because danger is chasing you. Heaven moves decisively once readiness is confirmed. The watching now is not surveillance, it is acknowledgement. God sees that you are capable of handling what once would have overwhelmed you. There may be moments soon when you feel tempted to doubt your progress, especially if external confirmation does not arrive immediately. Do not measure internal shifts by external noise. Some of the most powerful changes happen silently. What is being rearranged in your life will make sense after it settles, not while it is moving. Trust the process that has already carried you this far. You are being guided into a position where stability replaces survival mode. That transition requires awareness, patience, and presence. Leaving this moment mentally would weaken that transition. Staying engaged strengthens it. God is watching how you remain attentive when guidance comes without spectacle. Those who listen in quiet moments receive clarity before others even realize change has begun. Soon, you will understand why this message felt different from the rest. It is not meant to entertain you. It is meant to anchor you. When the next step presents itself, you will recognize it without confusion, because your spirit has already been prepared to receive it calmly. Remain here just a little longer. The foundation is still being set. What follows will arrive with less resistance because of the awareness you are building right now. Stay present as these words move forward, because attention itself is becoming a form of alignment for you. What is happening now is subtle but decisive. Heaven is not rushing you, yet it is no longer allowing hesitation to rule the moment. God is observing how you remain steady when certainty is still forming, how you choose awareness over escape, how you allow understanding to arrive without forcing conclusions. This stage requires composure, not speed, and you are being measured by calm rather than urgency. You may feel as though something inside you has already shifted, even though nothing outside has fully changed yet. That sensation is real. Inner adjustment always arrives before visible movement. It is the signal that preparation has completed its work. What unfolds next will not ask you to become someone new, it will require you to act from the clarity you have already gained. Heaven watches consistency more than intensity. Small, steady decisions now will carry more weight than dramatic gestures later. There is a difference between waiting and avoiding, and you have crossed that line without realizing it. You are no longer standing still, you are being positioned. God notices when a soul stops running from understanding and starts walking toward responsibility. That shift has already been registered. This is why circumstances will begin responding differently to you. Resistance will lessen where you once struggled. Confusion will fade where clarity is needed. These changes will feel natural, not forced. Certain outcomes that once felt uncertain are becoming inevitable. That does not mean they are fixed in a harmful way. It means direction has been chosen. Heaven does not leave important matters unresolved forever. Resolution arrives when growth reaches maturity. You are reaching that point now. What you do with insight will matter more than what you do with emotion. Remaining grounded will allow you to navigate what comes without losing peace. You may soon recognize opportunities disguised as ordinary moments. Pay attention to what feels quietly significant rather than loudly impressive. God often works through simplicity, not spectacle. A conversation, a decision, or a pause may carry more meaning than it appears. Those who stay attentive recognize these moments immediately. Those who rush past them realize their value only in hindsight. This message is sharpening your awareness so that recognition comes early. It is important to understand that watching does not mean withholding. Heaven observes in order to release wisely. What has been delayed is now being prepared for safe arrival. Some blessings require maturity before delivery. Some truths require stability before exposure. God sees that you are capable of receiving what once would have disrupted your balance. This is why timing matters so deeply now. As the days move forward, you may feel a stronger sense of direction even without detailed instructions. Trust that inner steadiness. It is guidance forming beneath thought. You are being led by alignment rather than pressure. That is the difference between forced movement and purposeful progress. Staying connected to this awareness will help you move smoothly when action is required. Nothing about this process is meant to isolate you. It is meant to strengthen your discernment. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent. You will sense when to move forward and when to wait. That sensitivity is developing now. Heaven is watching how you honor it.